When you think about weekend getaways, Fargo Moorhead might not be the first place that comes to mind, but after just 3 days here, we realized it's full of surprises, from Viking history and quiet nature walks to amazing food and local markets. This is why Fargo Moorhead turned out to be one of our most unexpected fall getaways. Okay, getting this trip started off right. We just got dropped off by an Uber in Buffalo River State Park. We don't have a rental car for this trip. I definitely will admit we have never used Uber in a state park before. We got dropped off at the entrance and now we're walking along the road to try to figure out where the trails are. We just got here to this area last night. We flew in to the Fargo airport and then we grabbed an Uber to go to our hotel. We're staying in a really nice hotel. Do you remember what it's called?
Jasper.
Oh yeah, we're staying at the Jasper Hotel and it's really nice. It's actually
like probably one of the nicest we've ever stayed in.
And they gave us, I would say, probably the best room in the whole hotel. It's on the top floor and it's a corner room, so you've got a view from every side. Cool thing about the views here is that you can just see forever because it's pretty flat. So from our room, I just feel like you can see for miles and miles. So it's a really nice room.
So the Jasper Hotel is located in a really cool area of town. Fargo altogether is just really charming, especially in the area that we're staying. It was fun this morning to be able to just go walk over to a cafe. It took like 5 minutes. But so far we've seen there's like a really cool kind of vintage looking movie theater and there's ice cream shops, but it's just a really good like old town vibe.
Do you see a "You Are Here"? I think we're actually right there, yeah. Okay, let's go that way. Okay, we have finally found the river and I think we're about to start the Riverview Trail. You can just tell, so at the time of filming this video, it is the beginning of September, but you can just tell that I bet 2 or 3 weeks from now, the fall foliage is gonna be incredible here. It's just like the perfect type of trees for that type of just bright, vibrant foliage. So clear. This place is seriously so peaceful. There's nobody else out here and it's just so lush with the trees and it all just goes along the river. It's so nice.
This area right here honestly reminds me of the Cotswolds, like the famous Cotswolds in England. It's such a calm river, not super deep, just like a fantastic vibe. It's definitely giving off like English countryside vibes, which you wouldn't expect in North Dakota. So I think that's really cool.
Officially your first real fall leaves of the year.
Way.
Those are full-on fall leaves.
Yeah.
Look at those things.
And there's just a couple of them. Oh, I love it.
Trying to get an Uber ordered because all of the Ubers are in Fargo, which it was about a 25-minute drive, so I'm gonna get it ordered in advance. Walking around this place has been so nice and peaceful. There's two types of beautiful. There's the dramatic, just insane top-level landscapes. But then there's this other type of beautiful that's just the peaceful trees and quiet and the birds and the river and stuff. And it's just such a different type of beautiful that I feel like we can appreciate just as much.
We are here in almost mid-September and you can just tell that the leaves are about to start changing color. And I just cannot even imagine how beautiful this place is going to be. And I wish that we could come back in the fall and do this walk.
But I just ordered an Uber, so we're gonna head back to the meeting point and then we're gonna head back into Fargo.
Slightly windy, just trucking along.
That place we just ate at was actually really, really good. Taylor got the most perfect meal that she could really ask for, mac and cheese and a grilled cheese. That's like as good as it gets for her. And my burger was great. It was a cool little quirky place. It was good, definitely recommend it. So next, we are going to an attraction that is one of the coolest attractions in Fargo. Actually, I think this is in Moorhead. We honestly don't know too much about it, but it looks really cool, so we are excited to learn about it together, and we're gonna go do a tour right now. Okay, so we just got done exploring this building right behind us. Basically, what this whole museum and this big building you see behind us, it's all based on two guys that were very passionate about their Norwegian heritage and kind of just wanted to pay tribute to that. The thing you see right behind us, it is a replica of a Stave, I think it's Stave church. This is the style of church that the Vikings in like the year 800, this is what they would build. And in the town of Viking, Norway, there is a church that is an exact replica of this church, like down to the smallest dimensions. So we just went inside and we explored, and it was so cool. They had so many cool features inside, like they had this archway, then they have this little window that they called the leper's window, and it's for anyone who is either contagiously sick or someone who is sinning will stand outside of that window and they can watch the church from that window, but they can't go inside. And it's really interesting because they never had seats, they didn't have pews. Church for them looked like people coming into this cold little building, just standing there listening to their church that could go from 2 to 3 hours depending on how long they talked, just standing. So those people were tough. Basically, a guy just wanted to honor his Norwegian heritage, and he had an early retirement and just wanted something to do basically, and he built this whole thing.
And then inside of the museum is the Viking ship that another man, separate time, I think he started this in the 70s. He was a high school counselor, and he decided that he wanted to build a Viking ship and he wanted to sail it all the way to Norway. We are in Moorhead, Minnesota. There is no sea around us, so I think that is
a wild dream.
A wild dream. I can't even imagine what people were saying. It sounds wild. And so he worked on it for like 10 plus years, and it is massive. Like, this thing is extremely impressive. Sadly, he died before it was ever able to set sail, but his friends and his family, they completed the ship, and then a couple of them set sail for Norway. And their story is crazy because they went through some storms where there were like 10-foot high waves and the boat was breaking. They made it all the way to Norway, and now they have it here in this museum, and it's called the Hjemkomst, which is really cool. I guess that's Norwegian for return home. And so this is the Hjemkomst museum made to honor both of these really amazing pieces of Norwegian history.
It's really cool because we were just recently in Norway, and it's pretty much the very last thing I ever expected was to come home from Norway and continue learning about like Norwegian history and see like Norwegian cultural sites in Minnesota. It's so random, but it's so cool.
Oh, this place is so fun. I love it.
And the next stop we're going to is another cultural and historic place, but in a very, very different vibe.
Oh, have you ever seen a big umbrella before?
Yeah, it's massive.
So we're switching things up a little bit. Like Trey said, we're coming to a place that has some history, has some culture behind it. This is one of the original Dairy Queens. This is in Moorhead. I believe that I saw this was built in 1949, and this is a really cool one because it's not like you go inside and sit down kind of place. This is like you go up to the window, you order, kind of like the old days. They've really kept the like original Dairy Queen vibe, just what you would imagine. This is really cool, and I guess that they have a couple things that are unique to like this specific Dairy Queen. So we're gonna go try them out. We're gonna let you know how it goes. I'm really excited.
So they've actually discontinued the treat that we just got. I looked up if Dairy Queen still sells this, and just the search on Google came up and said the only place in the world that you can still get this is at the Dairy Queen in Moorhead, Minnesota. So the only place you can get these. And then also we got the Dilly Bar, which I think is sold all worldwide in Dairy Queens, but it was invented at this exact Dairy Queen location. This thing has been around forever, and it's historic in such a different way from the Viking stuff, but super cool. This stuff looks good. Dilly Bar first. Is it good? Mm-hmm. You know, this is actually really good.
I like it. I'm really excited for this one though.
I don't know why they would have ever discontinued that. That seems like a very bad idea because that was really good. Now we're gonna go back to the hotel and get ready for this next portion of our trip because it's gonna be a different vibe than what we've been doing so far, and we need to get ready a little bit. Tonight we're going to a country concert. It started with Hannah McFarlane, and then the main performer was Chase Rice. It was a really fun concert. There's something about outdoor concerts that are just such a great vibe.
That's right. If you wanna go
After the concert, we headed back to the hotel and got to bed for the night. Today is going to be a day full of markets. We started the morning by going downstairs to the Red River Market. This is the largest market in North Dakota, and it takes place every Saturday from July to October. They close off the entire street and just deck out the whole area just for this market. So in honor of the fact that it is almost fall, we got a pumpkin spice cinnamon sugar donut from this little stand. It looks so fresh. I bet it's gonna be so good. This is from the booth, I think it was called Fair Dough. But there's so many cool booths here. It is an incredible vibe. One snack down, and we've only been here for about 5 minutes, so we gotta go try the rest of the snacks here. This is so cool. Ooh, cookie shop. Put us here. There are so many booths. It just keeps going way down to the other side. It crosses the street, and it feels like the entire community is here. Thank you. It's incredible.
It's actually really good.
So good. That's crazy. Never had something like this. Waffle on a stick. Did you see all that?
Okay, so we just finished up at the Red River Farmers Market. It was so cool. We're so glad that we went. And now we are at Lindenwood Park, and this is just a really beautiful park along the river. There's tons of flowers, there's fountains, there's bridges. It just looks really nice and peaceful.
Roger Maris, he's from here. It's really cool how we are just like in the middle of town, but there's literally hiking trails just right outside of town, and we're only 5 minutes from where we were at that market.
Bouncing back on what we were saying yesterday, but I've actually never seen more perfect trees for foliage. I think if we were here in like 3 weeks, this would just be covered in reds and yellows and oranges. I could just tell that this would be such a nice fall foliage spot. Trey and I have gone to quite a few different places just to see the fall foliage, so I'm not saying I'm a pro, but I kind of am a pro. I feel like this would be perfect. I also was looking up something about Fargo Moorhead, and the first thing that came up was foliage calendar. It must be good. Maybe we'll insert some photos. I haven't looked to see what the foliage looks like here, but if it's good, we just found your new fall weekend getaway. Forget flying all the way to New England to come enjoy a really wholesome fall weekend getaway. Come to Fargo Moorhead.
All these mushrooms. What is that? I've never seen something like that. Some fungus or something. What? So one of the big things that you can do here is you can rent kayaks. And from what I've seen, it seems really affordable to rent a kayak. And I think it would be so nice to just kayak around this river because it's such calm water. It would pretty much feel like kayaking around a lake because there's just not too much current. That looks like it would be really fun. On our way back, we stopped by a super cool vintage market at Wild Terra. Okay, so we just went to a vintage market and it was really cool because it's basically a market like what we went to this morning, but it's just full of vintage clothes. It's basically like a giant thrift store. There were some really cool things, some things that we were almost convinced to buy. We didn't really bring much luggage to bring things home, so we didn't. But now we were taking a nice walk through downtown to go back to our hotel and use their nice gym, do a workout, and then we're gonna come back out and we're going somewhere cool tonight.
Dinner time.
Best bread we've ever had. It's massive. So we are here at Brewhalla, which is this insane giant building. It's kind of like a market, but it's up at all times. And there's so many stores, so many different treats and stuff you can try. And there's like a huge bar and restaurant. It's really, really cool. We have just walked around and explored all the different shops and seen some cool things. They had a tiny store, which Taylor was a huge fan of. That's her thing. She likes little tiny things. And then we came and we got some ice cream, and it is honestly some of the best ice cream slash gelato that we've ever had.
Not to be like this, but we've tasted gelato all over the world,
Yeah.
and this one is way good.
Top level. But this is such a cool place. I just keep getting reminded every time we do something. I'm just so surprised by how many things there are to do here. So we're up in our hotel now, and just wanted to show how cool the view is up here. That right there is where the market was, and then right over there you can see that big white tent is covering the ship we saw the other day, and then that Norwegian church thing is right next to it. So we've got a great view from where we're at. Okay, we have finally made it back to the hotel, but these past few days that we've spent here have been awesome. We have come to really love this place, and we were just so surprised by how many fun things there are to do here. Between the outdoor things like the nature walks, the option of like renting a kayak on the river would be so fun, and the idea that the fall foliage is going to be insane. That's what we keep noticing every time we are outside, every time we go to the parks. We're like, the fall foliage here is going to be nuts. So that would be a great place if you're looking for a fall getaway. This would be a good one. Between the outdoor stuff like that and the food has been so good. All of the restaurants we've gone to, all the markets, we've tried so many fun and unique things, and everything has been so good. Just the city itself, so cool. Like the markets, it seems like everyone that we have met just loves living here, and everyone comes together to go to these markets every week. I don't know, it's such a fun thing to do. And then also, that place right over there that I'm looking at right now, the Viking history stuff here, so cool. You can save yourself a lot of money by checking that one out instead of going all the way to Norway to look at the other one. So that was really cool to see that, and I thought seeing the ship was one of the coolest things we did here. So yeah, it was such a great trip, and we definitely recommend it if you're looking for a weekend getaway to just come and explore somewhere new, eat some good food, enjoy some peaceful nature, and learn about some cool stuff like what's over in that museum over there. Then it is perfect for you. So with that said, thanks for watching this video. We appreciate it, and we would love it if you could go subscribe to see our upcoming videos that we have for the trips that we have coming up. We have some really fun things planned. So once again, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.